even on my draft report, it was one of my positives were basketball player, great hands, great feet.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I always used basketball as a way to stay in front of, as an offensive lineman, stay in front of my opponent or the defensive end or the linebacker or something like that, that lateral movement.
Yep.
I just wanted to bond with you.
Yeah.
As two big uglies as they like to call us. It is a brotherhood.
Because we do most of the work and don't get any credit for it, right?
And this is why you're successful.
Yep. I mean,
sound like y'all bitching to me. I'm just sound like I'm just sitting in the middle.
Did you play football?
I played football overseas.
What position?
I played quarterback.
Of course. I hate quarterbacks.
I'll
be honest.
So maybe that's why the team was trash. You hated your quarterback and you didn't block for him.
And they should have put me on the D-line where I wanted to play.
There you go.
Because I would have winning. I would have messed somebody up on
okay, see, there you go, man. That's why we all need mental health, man. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I just met you, brother, but I like you. And I know you're going to have a long, successful career here in L.A. because you got the right attitude. You got the foundation. I'm so happy that you're taking care of your mental health. And it prepares you for everything. I wish somebody would have told me a long time ago when I was your age how important therapy was, man. Now, moving forward, since that, I guess you can say the disappointment, which is going to turn into a blessing eventually or whatnot, moving forward, dealing with everything that you got going on, still going out here, still trying to make that name for yourself and being that superstar, how would you say therapy has helped you? And before we get you out of here, give me that one time where you feel like you've done there and you've been that.
So this is even from a more recent session. Like, instead of, like, my therapist we was talking about, like, a deal that I was, I was talking it out with her. And she was like, instead of talking about what you don't want or what you don't like about it, what do you want? Like, what do you want out of this deal? What is it that will make you happy? Focus on that. Don't focus on these other things that's arbitrary, right? Get what you want out of the situation and put your energy into that, because when you start putting your energy into things that you don't want, they gonna show themselves up, right? As opposed to like the things that you do and being clear about that, right? So I think that was one thing that I feel like I will continue to like push for, is like, what do I want to do, and making sure that I'm putting all my energy into
What is that next?
I mean, movies, TV, producing, just doing, always shifting the model. Like, I want to be eclectic, in my acting style. So anything, I just want to be able to do it all, man. And been there, done that. Like, wait, is it
done there, been there?
Done there,
yeah, I know.
Done there, been
We kind of
that.
dyslexic in this sense.
I know, I'm like, done there, been there. But even when I said it, I was like, nah, that ain't it. Done there, been that. Like, yeah, man, I think talking about football and the transition from football into acting, I think I really dislike when people say that I had quit football, because I stopped playing after my junior year, right? And I felt like I didn't quit. I felt like it had ran its course. And like, I was able to transition into something that I found, a new passion that I found, right? And that allowed me to be like, nah, like, I didn't quit. I made a pivot.
You made a choice. You made a transition, man.
Exactly.
And that's important. A lot of people don't understand that, right? I've had contemporaries. I played 13 years. I probably could have played 3-4 more years, but it had run its course. I was like, look, it's so much other stuff, so many things that I wanted to do that I was doing in the off season anyway. I really wanted to dedicate myself to doing something else. So I applaud you for being mature enough
and not listening to other people,
right?
Yeah.
To make that pivot. And look where it's taken you.
Yeah.
Little magic.
Yeah.
Right?
But I also applaud you because of what you said, man. You didn't want to, even though you could have been on that show, could have been nobody wants to be pigeonholed and you seen as magic. You know what I mean? Because after a while, if he's on that show 5 or 6 years,
then you magic.
Then you're magic.
Exactly.
Then you're definitely magic. Same thing, man. I think we've both been in a situation where it started off as a sportscaster, started doing news, entertainment, podcasts, acting. Now I'm doing stand-up comedy. And I'm proud of this brother right here because he's done the same thing out of the NFL, but he's much more than just an NFL player. You know what I mean? Now he's acted, he's producing now, he's writing, he's doing all that type of stuff like that. And now we got the podcast and we're doing much more bigger things. So continue to do great things, my brother.
Yeah, same.
You got a fan in me and us.
Super fan.
Yeah.
And I got something for you. So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Oh yeah, this guy got the connection.
Don't even worry about it.
He
We
ain't
good.
got shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not as
Who
talented.
put you in your first movie?
You did put me in my
Okay.
first. I was in the background. I had a woman on my lap.
It don't matter.
That's okay. That's
Who
okay.
put you in your first movie?
You did put me in my first face.
Okay.
I was. And I get a lot of people to tell that little small ass part.
I'm telling you,
in
man.
the background with no lines, people like, is that Mike Hill? Is that you?
It's coming. Just
stick
relax,
with me.
man.
Stick with me.
Just stick with me,
I was
baby.
ready.
Come
You know what I
on.
mean? That's it, man.
Stick with me now.
Stick with doing what you're doing, my brother, man, because you got a bright future ahead of you, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.